I'm just not talking. I'm talking for real.
Man,
brother.
are you in character or in denial? Which one is it?
Both.
Man, come on, man.
Two fanatics on the wild side, talking college ball to the lights subside. It's the Fanatical Podcast. Let's ride.
Welcome to the Fanatical Podcast. I am the five-time Paul Bomb Caller of the Year, the legend, the biggest Alabama fanatical in the world. And I'm in studio today in the Fanatical Podcast studios with my partner, the one and only Bama Hater, the greatest Miami fan in the world. Bama Hater, how you feeling tonight, bro?
I feel great. What's up, everybody? Glad to hear everybody watching and listening tonight. We got a good show for you.
I see you got your Bulls shirt on. Was you a Michael fan?
Oh, man, always Michael. The GOAT, the real GOAT, capital G-O-A-T, not the small G-O-A-T, LeBron.
Oh, let's agree on that one, brother. See, we can agree on something, America. Hey, there's hope for everybody right there. You see I'm sporting the new Bear Bryant hat. And we got our first question from the fan tonight. The show about the fan, by the fan. Make sure you subscribe and like. And Louise wants to know about the Iron Bowl and wants to get J.K. Stomp on the Iron Bowl.
Let me get started on the Iron Bowl. Well, we already know who I'm gonna pick.
Alabama?
Orange and blue, baby.
Oh, no.
I said it last week. If Alabama played the Taliban,
Oh, Lord.
I will have black flags waving them in the stands. So I want to see this happen because I don't want this team to win anything this year, SEC championship or the playoffs. So I'm depending on Auburn. I'm depending on Malachi and Cam. And guess what?
Cam, he talking about Cam, dude.
No, sir, I'm talking about Cam Coleman.
Y'all done took another bag of money down to Auburn.
Hey, man, I'm talking about Cam Coleman, and I'm talking about...
He got a bag of money, too, though.
I'm talking about we're going to let the Deuce get loose.
The Deuce?
That's right, the Deuce.
The David Palmer?
And let me give you a fair warning.
Uh-oh.
If you just so happen to meet Ohio State in the playoffs, guess what? This team right here is going to have to deal with another Bo Jackson, but it won't be from Auburn. It'll be from Ohio State. So look out for the Buckeyes.
The 90th Iron Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. And down in Jordan-Hare Stadium, the pet cemetery of the SEC, Alabama is 7-10. And we all know it can be 5-12 if it wasn't for the grave digger and somebody running out of bounds in the last two times we've been down there. So it's been a house of horrors for Alabama. Can Coach the boys survive a loss, J.K.?
The grave digger, the night that they should have fired Freeze. It should have been frozen that night. He should have got fired in the tunnel, but they gave him another chance, and he's out mid-season this year. So they should have kicked him out that night. No more grave digger, no more heroics at the end. If you're good enough to just beat them, knock them out the map, man.
What do you think about Hugh Freeze saying that Deuce Knight wasn't ready, and the first time the guy touched the ball, he goes 70 yards? Was Hugh Freeze an idiot or what?
Nah, I was wrong about Hugh Freeze. I thought he was going to be a good coach.
And he was an idiot.
I can admit it, I was wrong about Mr. Freeze. And here it is. The player they didn't want to put on the field, he showed out on the field. So Hugh Freeze, he's the best place he can be, out of town. The best place.
With a lot of money.
That's
Let's say this right here, Alabama. Now, I say this to you, Coach DeBoer. I do not want to send a U-Haul to your house, so please handle this Auburn team. We're better. We are better offensively. We're better defensively. We're better looking. I don't know what. We're just better. We ain't got no excuse to not make the playoffs because we lose to these guys. This will not go well. You need to handle your business. This is the biggest game ever.
Let me make
the biggest game ever for Coach DeBoer.
Announcement for the interim coach.
I'm spitting.
I don't care who the interim coach is, but if you can pull this one off, baby, you got a job. You got a job.
Oh, no way.
Hey, we got to get him out of here, man.
If he beats Alabama, he got a job.
We had a grave digger. Now we're going to have the dynasty digger. And it's time for them to jump in the grave, baby. It's over. I keep telling you, you're in denial, deep denial. There is one, what do we call it, ailment Yeah, we got one ailment that there is no cure for. You know what that is? Denialism. That's what you got. Denialism. The run is over, dead, buried, and gone. I keep trying to tell you, Nick is not coming back to Tuscaloosa.
Now, I know just because I got 6 Nick Saban fatheads in my bedroom, there's no reason to say I'm obsessed with Nick Saban. There's just no reason to think I'm crazy about Nick Saban. There's no real evidence other than 6 fatheads on my bedroom walls. That's the only way that anybody can say I'm crazy about Nick Saban.
When I see you coming here with a salmon-colored jacket, then I'll know. Until then,
what? A salmon color? What's that
you
mean?
know, Nick wear the pink and the salmon-colored jacket, man. And hey, man, come on, let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's forget Nick. No, I can't say that. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry. I can't even believe I said that, Nick. I'm sorry. Let's move on from the Iron Bowl. What do you got first?
All right, first I got Dan Lanning and his comments, and I want you to go first because I got some special words for Mr. Dan.
Well, here's the thing about this dude. He thinks the fans are stupid. He came out and made the statement that while the SEC was enjoying cupcakes, he was going up against USC, the 5th hardest team in a row. He's had to face 5 tough games in a row, ladies and gentlemen. It was brutal. And the SEC dared to have a cupcake Saturday. And then I got to thinking about this idiot. And I'm sorry, you are an idiot. Minnesota, Iowa, Rutgers. This guy is claiming that Rutgers is a damn good game. Now we're supposed to believe that USC was some kind of dynasty. USC some kind of dynasty? We supposed to give him credit? Then Henry Dennis come out today and talking about, finally the committee got to see Oregon play a really good team. What the hell is he talking about? Talking about the SEC every week other than Ohio State. The Big Ten is a cupcake. I mean, it pisses me off. You go ahead, I'm pissed off even thinking about this idiot.
Now let's get back to reality, because I don't have a single thing to say about what he said. You know why I don't?
Oh, because you Miami.
No, that's not why.
Miami.
The reason I don't have a problem with it is because he's speaking up for his team. He's talking about the competition. USC, didn't the committee say they were the top 15 team?
Well, the committee's stupid.
Didn't the committee say Oregon was a top 10
The committee's morons.
That's all right. We know that. I agree with you. But the reason I don't have a problem with what he said, America, is because, let me see, a couple of years ago, the same SEC commissioner name was Greg Sankey, I think his name was. He was campaigning for a 3-loss Alabama team to get a playoff spot, and they had 3 losses before the Iron Bowl. So what is wrong with this guy speaking up for his team to get in the playoff? I want you to answer that, sir.
Man, I'm sweating over here again already.
God, the heat ain't got to you yet.
Now, there we go. I'm sweating. Every time you mention Alabama, I start sweating.
Well, you might need some wet wipes, some paper towels or something, because I need you to answer that question. What did he do so wrong that Greg Sankey didn't do?
Well, first of all, you know what Rutgers, Minnesota, and Iowa is to an SEC team? That is a buffet, brother.
Let me answer that
That
question.
is a buffet, brother.
That
Don't feed me no lie that you playing some kind of hard-ass schedule when you're playing soft teams week in and week out. Just be truthful about it. I don't care what they rank you. Just be truthful about it.
Be truthful?
Yeah.
Wasn't Eastern Illinois kind of soft?
Damn right. We deserve the soft
Do
team,
you want
brother.
to hear the definition?
We deserve that cupcake.
Man, I don't want they played.
We deserve that cupcake.
Oregon played the teams on their schedule.
Well,
I
got no problem with that.
If you got a
I
problem,
got a problem with him making it out to be a hard schedule. That's what I got a problem with.
That wasn't the basis. The basis was he's speaking up for his team, just like Sankey spoke up for a 3-loss Alabama team before the Iron Bowl. I don't see anything different. Nothing.
Well, I do, brother. I do.
Hey, America, the first time in history. This is the first time in history I made Legend stutter and didn't say a word. You know why? Because it's the truth. It's the
No.
truth.
I ain't got nothing to do. He's got Alabama in the brain, ladies and
Man,
gentlemen.
it's the truth.
You know he's got Alabama in the brain. Got a whole world up there of Alabama up there.
You
living up
think
there
I
in the
got
brain.
him stuttering right now?
I don't even know what he's talking about.
You went to the next subject. He's really gonna sound like, what's his name? Elmer Fudd, or Porky the Pig. One of them. Wait till we talk about this next subject.
I need to lose about 20, so probably be more Porky.
Well, you better sweat a little bit.
I need to sweat some of this weight off, brother. Alabama about to kill me. All right, who's got next? Let's go
I
on.
got the next subject.
Let's go on from this idiot.
We want to talk about Notre Dame, Alabama, and Miami.
Okay.
And you know why I want to talk about it, man?
I got to take these glasses off.
The committee.
I'm sweating over here already on this.
Man, the commissioner of the committee, the members of the committee, let me say it as blunt, nice as I can. Y'all full of shit. That's the easiest way. Let me tell you why. I don't mention anything on this show unless I got some facts to back it up. First off, you got Notre Dame and you got Alabama ahead of my Miami Hurricanes. Let me tell you why I got an issue with it. The first issue, the playoff committee has a criteria. 2 points in the criteria. Head to head. Miami beat this team head to head. That's part of the criteria. You agree with that?
I agree with that.
Second point. The committee has a point of the criteria that says like opponents. This team, my team, we beat Florida State. Florida State was ranked the day we played them. This team, they played Florida State. Florida State was unranked the day of the game. Florida State beat them by 2 touchdowns, not by a field goal, a 2-touchdown victory. Why are we behind number 10 Alabama and number 9 Notre Dame going by the criteria from the playoff committee? Please explain, sir.
I'm going to explain this one time. I know the committee is full of idiots, but they actually got this kind of right. I'm going to explain to you why they got this right here, okay? Here's the fact of the matter is, you see this team right here? His team, that he forgot to wear the colors, because, it's this time of year and he'll stop wearing them colors. But this team is in a conference where this team and this team, Virginia and SMU, is probably playing for the championship in the ACC championship game. So there goes a phone ringing right now. The ACC commissioner's mad at me. But right here, when you got the 17th and top 20 and 25th team playing for a conference championship, don't cry to me because Miami don't even should be ranked ahead of them 2 teams. You shouldn't even be ranked ahead of them 2 teams.
Let me further explain this to America. All 3 of these teams have the same amount of losses. This is not a peace sign. This is 2. 2 losses. We all have 2. And I just explained to you why my team should be ahead of these 2. We're just going by the criteria. We didn't come up with the criteria.
But that ain't all the criteria.
Oh, okay. Well,
you got strength of schedule. That team has a much better strength of schedule than you. All right? So let's eliminate Alabama from the Notre Dame conversation. I know you agree with me, America. He keeps trying to put Alabama and Notre Dame in the same conversation, and that's just not a good conversation. That ain't working, brother.
You know what? I'm gonna have to just talk to you, man. I have to talk to you, man, because and look, it's like this with you and 99.9998% of Alabama fans.
That's right.
You guys moved the goalpost so far, man, it looked like a toothpick at this point. A couple of years ago, this is what you guys said. Hey, you can lose early. It's okay. It's okay to lose early.
That was a preseason game.
No. Then you came back and said, hey, you can't lose late. Alabama lost early as possible. You just lost late. Which is it? You lose early, you lose late, you don't go, you can't cover what the criteria is for a playoff spot. You keep putting my team behind these two. This is the easy way I can explain it. This is why the committee do the things that they do without any accountability every single year, and we fussing at each other, going back and forth. The reason they do this stuff, America, once again, it's all about a dollar, the dollar bill, the fame of Notre Dame, the support for Notre Dame, all of the fans, the same for this fanatical fan base. We know you're going to bring 500,000 people to a game, and you know they only can fit 50,000 in the stands. This is why they keep doing this stuff year in and year out. No accountability. Playoff committee, if you're somehow listening to me, this is what I want you to do. If you want some ratings for TV, you want to generate some revenue for ratings on your TV show, I dare you, just hold you one TV show and explain to us, preferably the last one, and explain to us why we're picking 12 teams and why we're going to leave 1, 2, or 3 teams out. That's all we asking you guys. Explain it to us. Don't just tell us. You can't pull the wool over my eyes, and if something is coming out of the sky on top of my head, I know it's either rain or just some water. You can't pee on top of my head and tell me it's raining. You can't do it, man.
You know, that comes to the fan next question about Hunter Yurachek.
Oh, man.
Look at this idiot.
Hunter, you don't get a check. That's his name, not your
Look
check.
at this moron. This is the guy deciding the playoff order. Look at this guy. What is this on his shirt? Them little pigs?
Yeah,
them little pigs on his shirt.
Man, that's an Arkansas.
I mean, this is an idiot. He said about his own university that they would never win a national championship. How you got a job? What is this idiot doing as the head of the committee? This is a moron.
Just look at him. You know what he look like he's saying.
Look like he's eating some
I'm going to tell you what he's I can tell you what he's thinking. This is what he's thinking. I can tell these people almost anything. They'll believe it. They're not going to fact check us. They're not going to hold us accountable. Let's just get this money and, put the best teams in that, they're going to raise the most revenue. We need TV ratings. We're going to put Notre Dame and the Alabamas and the Georgias in. We don't need to be held accountable.
I don't know.
Saying, man.
That gives me a cramp in my leg. You
better go get you some bio.
I want to kick that dude in the butt so bad.
Hey,
let me tell you something. They're going to leave Alabama out, brother. They're going to do everything. And here's the thing. They said they got half of the SEC in the room, that 6 of the members are representatives of the SEC somehow. You know what those 6 members are going to be? Let's make sure we're politically correct. Let's make sure we're politically correct. We can't put 5 SEC teams. They're going to screw Alabama, brother. He's thinking about how he's going to screw Alabama right now in this picture. I promise you, they're going to mess Alabama over. If Alabama don't beat A&M, if we go to the SEC championship game and lose A&M, they're going to leave us out.
Let's stick to that topic right
All right, stick to that topic.
I'm so glad you offered that up to me. Thank you, sir.
I thought it right down the middle for you. Right down the middle for you, brother.
Let me ask the viewers, why in the world, in this world, the big old U.S., how can Alabama be a playoff team with 3 losses? He just said they're going to keep them out. 3 losses, you're going to keep your own self out. You can't lose 3. How can Alabama beat Auburn?
Yes.
The Iron Bowl champion.
Yes.
Lose in the SEC championship game and still get a pass?
They did it for SMU last year. They passed SMU right to the playoff. Why should I be punished for going to the SEC title game and Georgia ain't going? They ain't going. Ole Miss ain't going.
I'm going to hit you in the face like you know how the stop sign come out on the school bus. Bam. You know why? Because they were 11-1. You guys will have 3 losses, man. Not one.
You can't count that preseason game against FSU.
When does the season start? After Florida State?
Yes. Don't the pros have a couple preseason games?
That wasn't a preseason.
Why
game.
should Alabama?
It's preseason
Why
in your
should
mind.
Alabama be punished for a preseason?
Now Florida State is living in your.
No, that's a
head
preseason
rent-free.
game, bro.
With a
Really?
bed, with four
Really?
bedrooms
What happened
and a
August
swimming pool.
31st? Shouldn't matter in November, bro.
man.
Got nothing to do with Alabama. We got beat by a good Oklahoma team. A good Oklahoma team beat us. A team ranked in the top 10, brother. We didn't lose to a scrub.
You lost to a team that wasn't ranked.
That was preseason.
Here we go.
That was
The denial continues.
Oh, they were ranked when we played them. You count ranked teams when you play
dead
them.
wrong.
You count ranked teams when Miami played.
I stand to be corrected when I'm wrong, so I'm going to correct you right now. America, Florida State was not ranked week 1. They won 2 games last year. How in the world could they be ranked?
They were ranked.
They were unranked.
They were ranked in the Legend poll number 24.
Yeah, I know.
I had them number 24.
We're doing some
I
fact
had them
checking.
24 in the Legend poll.
We're not going to do like Fox News and MSNBC.
Yeah, I had 'em.
We're going to do some fact checking.
I had them 24. So the question they want to know, that Ben wants to know, if Alabama beats Auburn, loses to A&M, do they make the playoffs?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm going to keep asking this question, and I'm going to keep asking it to you. I'm going to keep asking it to our viewers and our fans. What is the reward for winning? What is the punishment for losing?
Depending on who you play and how hard your schedule is.
It's depending,
You overlooked that formula.
it's depending on what your brand is.
No.
Only.
No.
Let me,
It helps.
No.
It helps.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you another example.
All right.
Miami has 2 losses, correct?
Yep.
For some reason, we get in the ACC championship game and lose. If you're not going to punish teams for being in the conference championship games, if Miami lose their 3rd game, are we in?
No, that would be a different story.
Prove my point, America.
Because of the conference you play in.
I don't care
The conference you play in is so weak that it can't be compared to the SEC.
Once
That's
again-
what you fail to realize.
Once again-
You're talking about a great league
Hey,
compared
you know
to a pony league.
If I were
you know what I'm saying? There's a difference
if I
in
were
the
you,
competition.
I would catch a taxi because that school bus stop sign about to hit you in your face again. The same competition.
Hit me with violent shit.
No.
Get my agent on the phone. You hit me, I'm about to hit you back now,
listen,
bro. It's
listen
about to be
to
a
me.
problem up
The
here.
same
We about to be like
conference.
Dusty Rose and Ric Flair up in here.
ACC, the same conference he said was the weakest,
I
the
said they were
worst.
pony leaguers. That's what I said.
The Pony League. The
All right,
Pony League.
Well, who's SMU and Virginia? That's who's going to your
If
title
Florida
game.
State is in the Pony League, and you're in the best conference, quote unquote, in America,
Yes.
why couldn't you beat that team in the Pony League?
It was preseason. It was exhibition.
You know, you losing this fight. If I were you, I'd get you a cut, man, because you bleeding everywhere right now. Let's go to
I have to agree. I agree with you.
I
I'm
appreciate
joking. But we did lose to FSU, and there's no damn excuse for
Ain't
it.
no excuse.
I agree for it, but it shouldn't have anything to do with November.
It does.
It shouldn't have anything to do with November.
You
bro.
know why it has something to do with November? Because Florida State continues to lose, and it makes your loss look even worse.
But you know what
Whether
it is?
you admit it or not, man.
Let me tell you what it is. After you play Alabama, you are so devastated emotionally, it drains you for the entire season. It affects your entire season. You put so much in to play at Alabama that your whole season goes down the drain afterward.
Oh,
That's a
man.
true fact, man. Look at throughout history, the teams that have beat Alabama and the disastrous runs they went on after beating Alabama. It will amaze you, ladies. I'm just not talking. I'm talking for real.
Man,
brother.
are you in character or in denial? Which one is it?
Both.
Man, come on, man. You at some point, I want you to do this for me. When Alabama lose, just admit it. The other team was better. We didn't deserve it, man. We lost. They were better. Don't call Florida State the Pony League team when you couldn't beat them. If they're the Pony League, what are you? The Shetland League? What are you?
On that day, I was pretty sad.
All right, man. Hey,
let's move on.
Let's get off of that.
Let's
man.
move on. Let's go. We never going to agree on that.
You know what?
We never going to agree on that.
You're down 2 rounds to none right now, so let's go to the next one.
Yeah, I'm not like Rocky, though. I'll come back.
All right, we got one of my good friends. I call her Lady Doc, Dr. Mia Ward. She wants to know, She wants our picks for the rivalry games this weekend.
All right, now I'll throw this in along with that.
All right.
Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan is ranked 15. Ohio State's 1. Here's a crazy question. If Michigan beats Ohio State, are they a playoff team? That's one of the big rivalries this week, Doc.
No, they're not a playoff.
Oh, you don't think that committee? You don't think that committee ain't gonna get them in?
Let me explain
Come
why.
on, no, that committee finna jump you.
Man,
You about to get jumped right there. I may get jumped.
It's okay.
I may get jumped.
If 15 beats number 1, they're not going to drop 14 spots. I don't care. And this is Ohio State. They'll still be in the top.
I don't know that about it. I'm talking Michigan.
They'll probably be 11 or 12 at best.
They're gonna jump BYU?
They'll jump 12. They'll probably be 11 at I'll say 11.
So that's something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. We get down to the playoffs. Alabama could get messed over by Michigan. We could get messed over if BYU beats Texas Tech. Quite simply, they would put BYU in Texas Tech. We'll get screwed over there, too.
No, the thing about BYU, it doesn't matter if they jumped in because it's good. Aren't they in the Big 12? They
don't play Texas Tech.
Yeah, they'll probably jump them anyway.
Yeah, but if they beat Texas Tech, will Texas Tech fall out of the playoffs?
Of course they're going to fall out.
I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
No, man.
All right, here's another rivalry game along with her question. If Texas, number 16, if they beat number 3 A&M, do they make the playoffs? There's rumors out there that they might make the playoffs. You see how crazy this committee is? They try to get all these garbage teams in.
No, ladies and gentlemen, do you see what this guy's doing? This is what he wants. He wants Texas to beat Texas A&M. And let me explain to you why once again.
I really don't.
They don't want none of this smoke.
No, that's not
None
true.
of it. They don't want it.
That's not true.
You can talk it, talk
That's
that talk.
not true.
Man, you can talk that talk.
I already played them in Georgia. If Texas beats A&M, I got to play Georgia.
Why would you rather play Georgia and Kirby Smart is paid to lose? Hey, man, they pay.
See, you just lost that round. You just fell down. You slipped. And I hit you in the uppercut. You stumbling. You
Let me ask you,
stumbling.
man, I want you guys to please, if you're watching this, put it in the comments. Do you guys realize that Kirby Smart, he'll coach every team that Georgia plays differently than when he plays Alabama? No onside kick, no surprise play. He just want to line up.
It's that mental.
No, he just want to line up and prove he's bigger, badder, and stronger than Bama. But against every other team that they play, it's a different country.
We got him right here.
No, man. That's why you want Texas.
We got him.
But it ain't going to happen. It's going to be.
I don't want Texas because Texas may jump me. They might put Texas in with 3 losses.
They jump you with
because
3
the committee's stupid. And they love Texas. That's why. They love Notre Dame. How the hell Notre Dame get up there?
Money, 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 money team. They will go out of their way to get these teams into the playoff no matter how many losses they have. And if they got beat head to head, if they got beat by like opponents, they don't care. Last year, Greg Sankey, he's in campaign. He should have ran for office or something. He campaigned for Alabama with 3 losses before the Iron Bowl for a playoff spot. Once again, what is the reward for winning and what is the punishment for losing? We're going to find out one of these days.
Yeah, the committee ain't never going to tell us.
I don't know how we're
going to find out.
Man. It's pathetic, man. It's going to keep happening until somebody puts some real pressure on these people to explain to us why they do this every year.
We want you to subscribe and like Fanatical Podcast because one of our missions is to get 1 million fans together and hire Jimmy Sexton, and we go to the negotiating table. Me and JK be up there negotiating for you, baby. Better parking, better tickets.
You know
I'm
what?
spending again. I'm running for office.
I just had a vision.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have a committee, and we're going to add 2 members.
Who are they?
You and
Ooh, they in trouble, brother.
They
in trouble.
And guess what?
They in trouble.
Alabama never get it.
Oh!
Never.
I almost hit him, ladies and gentlemen. I almost hit him.
They'll never get
Almost
in.
a rumble up in here. There was almost a rumble up in here.
Let's get to the next subject.
All right, one more. Does Vandy have any chance? They play Tennessee in a rivalry game to finish your questions. Does Vandy have any chance? Any chance? Anchor down, baby. Any chance of making the playoffs if they beat Tennessee? Any chance?
If the committee think this much of Vandy at this point, if they beat number 18 won't help them move up, but they'll still only have 2 losses. They will cause havoc in the playoffs. I don't care who they play. So,
does Pavia belong in New York? That's one of the questions on here.
Of course
Since
he
we're
does.
talking about Vandy.
Of course he does.
I agree.
Yeah. So if he can go to New York, this team can go to the playoffs with 2 losses.
I hate to tell you, Vandy, been a great year, but you ain't got a chance in hell going to the playoffs, bro. I'm going to tell you now. They going to put anybody in ahead of Vandy. I'm going to tell you right now, y'all don't have no chance, but great year. Congratulations. That's what I say about that. All right, let's go on to the last thing. What you got on yours?
We want to talk about Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin. That's my last one, too. So let's finish with the golden boy. Yes, the guy that everybody wants. The $1 million man, the greatest coach to ever coach a game in America. Oh, let's ball to the great one, to the great one. Man, that's the biggest fraud in football right there. He's a good coach. He ain't worth all this money folks throwing at him. Then he's going to bring Pete Golden, the worst offensive coordinator, having to walk a sideline along with him. He ain't going to win no championship. This is a bunch of bull. Just go ahead, LSU. Give him $90 million, you morons.
Hey, let me ask the fans a question. And you might know the answer to this. Speaking of Lane Kiffin, all the money that they're throwing at him, man.
Just tons.
From everywhere. Florida, LSU. Do you know who this guy really is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Just look at him.
I know who he is.
You know who he remind me of?
He is a Nick Saban reject. That's what he is.
Bishop Don Magic Wand. You know who that is?
I think I do.
That's the most recognizable pimp in America. If they give him all that money, man, that's all he'll be doing is pimping whatever school he goes to. You know why? He never won an SEC championship. He never won a playoff game. He's never going to win a national championship. Why are they throwing all that money at him?
They think he's some kind of super coach, and he's a decent coach. But hell, Nick Saban got him off the scrapyard just 6-7 years ago. It saved his career.
Hey,
now he's supposed to be some kind of Vince Lombardi. Come on, this guy ain't never even won an SEC title.
Hey,
You're just making him out to be the $6 million man. He can run better. He can think better. He can do everything better than a coach.
A lot of fans and a lot of people on the radio, they say, man, Legend talk too much. He screams so much. But you know what? I like when he talk too much because he's going to say something that's going to make it easier for me. This guy, man, one day in history, they're going to actually tell you why this guy left Alabama. I hope I be around when that story comes out because I want to know. I'm not going to say it because you guys are going to say it's a conspiracy. I just want to know why this guy left Alabama. But if they're going to offer this guy all of the millions to coach, why not offer it to me? Why not offer it to you? I think Bieniemy is a good coach.
I think he'd be a great
They are not LSU, Florida. If they give this guy $5 million, $10 million, is $5 and $10 million too much. You know why? They will be hiring him to win a national championship. They're not hiring him to win 9 to 10 games every year. Why hire him then? He's not proven to be a playoff team or go to the SEC championship. I wouldn't offer this guy that much money, man. He's not worth it.
You know, we made a great point. I think you made it a couple weeks ago. What a team really ought to do is find a coach for like $1 million and then invest them other $14 million you was going to give him, who ain't worth it, on players. Go get you a quarterback for $6 million. Go get you some linemen for a couple million. I mean, the general managers in college football need to start thinking like the pro general managers think to be successful.
He's in the same category with James Franklin. They move from school to school to school. 9 win, 10 win, 8 win, 10 win, 9 win, 10 win, 8. Never a SEC championship, playoff champion. They're not worth the money, man. Why do they keep doing this? It's not our money. It's their money. But, they're going to continue to do it. I guess they just like proving, hey, we got money over here. We're just going to throw it down the drain because that's all they're doing.
We're going to finish up with a rant. If you have a rant this week, I'm out of breath. I've done sweated. I've done spit. I've done
man, my rant.
I'm going to pass on my rant this week.
My rant is going to be.
I'll let JK finish
man,
up.
my rant is going to be kind of mild this week. I don't know if you call it a rant, but I still have an issue with my coach.
No, you didn't put that idiot back on the screen.
This is the only picture I've seen of this guy frowned up. He never gets in the player's face. I'd rather see him fuss at the referees. He need to have this face every time they run the ball up the middle. 14 to 15 times a game. He is going to be the reason we don't advance if we get to the playoffs. You know why? Because he don't have killer mentality. We can have a 20-point lead, and once again, you running the ball up the middle. You run the ball up the middle. 3rd and 2nd and 1, you throw the ball incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 1. It's very predictable. We're going to run up the middle, get stopped, punt. You're going to allow the team back in the game. He doesn't have a killer mentality. He's going to be the cause of us not going anywhere in the playoffs. And if we get to the ACC championship game, I just want you guys to pay attention to the play calling that he agrees with because he's the head honcho. It's all on him, and he will be the reason for us not advancing. I'm going to say it till the cows come home.
Hey, it's been another great Fanatical podcast. I'm sweating, I'm spitting. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm pissed off because my coach, yes, my Indianapolis coach, Daniel Jones, broke down today under pressure and says, they're coming after me. All you had to score is 3 damn points in the 4th quarter, Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, my coach lost today. It's been a crazy football weekend. Hey, join us again next week on the Fanatical Podcast. Me and my main partner, JK, we're friends off the field, and that's the main message of Fanatical. Regardless of your race, religion, what you think, your anything, your politics, you are able to be a part. Pop, I'll help you, brother. Hey, join us again on Fanatical. We're beating down Chris Amal's ass. Join us next week right here on the Fanatical Podcast.
Yo, it's the Fanatical Podcast. Legend in the booth, never coming in last. Bama Hater spitting facts, never half-ass. For the fans, by the fans, this ride's built to last. Mic check the room, lit fire like a comet. Dropping high.